Single-player games continue to push creative boundaries, offering focused experiences built around story, atmosphere, and player choice. A new wave of upcoming titles is aiming to deliver deeper worlds, stronger identities, and more personal journeys without relying on online play. Let's get into it.
Do you feel it?
Control Resonant puts Dylan Faden in the lead role, operating in a paranatural threat in Manhattan outside the oldest house. Gameplay uses an action RPG structure with character progression, build choices, and player decisions. Combat is based on close-range fighting with the shape-shifting melee weapon called the Aberrant instead of guns. The game uses a large multi-zone map designed for different combat encounters. Dylan works with the Federal Bureau of Control while dealing with threats like the Mold and searching for Jesse Faden.
Of staggering power. Reshaping reality as we know it. Everything we try to keep inside eventually worms its way out. You must have had good reasons. But we were not prepared. For what would follow.
Pace yourself.
Gang of Dragon is a third-person action-adventure game set in Tokyo's Kabukicho district, starring Shin Ji-sung, a Korean crime syndicate member played by Ma Dong-suk. Gameplay revolves around close-range combat with heavy punches, blade attacks, gunplay, and vehicle-based action. The structure supports cinematic fights and story-driven missions built around underworld conflicts and personal relationships. The setting portrays a realistic version of Shinjuku's nightlife while maintaining a grounded crime narrative.
Hey, Daiki, when'd you make it back?
Excuse me, sir. Shut your mouth.
All right, talk soon.
On your feet, now. Son of a... Fuck it! Just kill him!
Port Desire. A city that don't belong to anyone, but everyone wants a piece.
No Law is a first-person shooter RPG set in the cyber-noir city of Port Desire, a dense industrial port with vertical spaces, changing weather, and a day and night cycle. Players control Gray Harker, a former military veteran pulled back into violence after a personal loss. Gameplay allows different mission approaches, including stealth using tools and positioning, or direct combat with heavy firepower and custom gear. Player actions affect story paths, allies, and how the city reacts, with systems built around choice and consequence.
The city won't let me go. It won't forget my name. I asked for nothing, and they still came and took everything. The mayors and anyone that stands in my way, every last one of them. They're gonna learn something real simple. You reap what you sow.
Total War Medieval 3 is a large medieval strategy game built around player control and deep simulation. Campaign play allows settlements to grow naturally, with castles, towns, ports, and mines placed freely on the map. Population systems track social classes, movement, and wealth, which affect armies and regions. Campaign choices carry into battles, where unit, equipment, and upgrades appear directly on the battlefield. The timeline covers early knights through plagues and the rise of gunpowder warfare.
The realm is ours, only when our enemies lie dead.
Patience and time will beget our gain.
We are stability.
Dignity.
And authority.
We bear the weight of pain.
And of defeat.
Greatness shall ever define us.
And we shall never
Be forgotten.
Forgotten.
So,
How will you
shape
Your realm.
How will
will you
Make history.
Make
history.
make history.
Babe, what's wrong?
I'm sorry. I've just...
High on Life 2 continues the first-person shooter format with open zones spread across multiple planets and dense hub cities. Combat uses new talking alien guns, while skateboarding works as both movement and a combat tool during fights. Levels react to weapon choices and player actions, with optional side contracts alongside main missions. The story deals with a new threat linked to mood-altering pills pushed by a powerful corporation, keeping dialogue and encounters closely tied to the gameplay systems.
Yeah, humans are barely sentient. Scientists have done studies, and their brains are like half the size of ours.
God damn it.
Invincible VS's is a 3v3 tag fighting game based on the Invincible universe, built around fast and violent superhero combat. Players form teams of 3 characters and switch between them during matches to extend combos and manage damage. Combat relies on close-range attacks, defensive timing, super moves, and ultimates that deal heavy damage. The game includes a cinematic story mode with an original narrative, along with arcade, training, and online multiplayer modes for competitive and co-op play.
Gotta keep you on your toes.
Put him to this. Gotcha. Go.
My time is valuable. Lights. got up just for you. Gotta keep you on your toes. Put him to bed. Go!
Here we go.
Stop right there. Do it.
What you doing up there?
I'm just fixing some leaks.
Grand Theft Auto 6 takes place in the modern-day state of Leonida, with Vice City as the main location. The story uses two playable characters, Lucia and Jason, who work together as a criminal duo. Gameplay expands open-world systems with improved AI, a reworked police and witness response, and more detailed interactions. Combat includes heavier gunplay, vehicle-based weapon storage, and character-specific abilities. The game also adds new vehicles and in-game social media systems that react to player actions.
I'm here for Lucia Caminos. She's supposed to be getting out.
What's your name?
Jason Duval.
I seen you here before.
You might have. Hey.
Hey.
Hands above your head, now!
You, stay. The new beginnings.
You break the news, isn't it? Trust me, this place is just the start for us.
Ring the bell! Shot City!
The only thing that matters is who you know and what you got.
Gonna do this? We're doing it right.
Yo, G, this full effect? They got your name, address, they got everything. Us cops, we gotta protect each other.
Like,
You and me, Lou. You got this.
We got it.
Say my city, baby! My city!
Come to Bill's Ammunition today. We got more guns than all around.
Hey.
Hey, if you got friends, can you hook me up, please?
You've been to the sea before? On Earth?
Pragmata is a single-player sci-fi action-adventure game set on an abandoned lunar research facility. Players control Hugh, who uses guns and a jetpack for movement, while also directing Diana, an android companion who hacks enemies and systems. Combat works by combining shooting with hacking to expose weak points and disable threats. The dual control system requires managing both characters at the same time to survive hostile AI and move through the station.
Man, you need us again. I can't do anything.
Hello, unregistered guests. Your presence here is a violation of Cradle Security Protocol.
The winds are changing. They've grown.
Covenant is a first-person action game built around difficult combat that mixes melee fighting, gunplay, and magic. Players control a lone character who uses martial arts, moves, ancient weapons, firearms, and spells during close and mid-range fights. Combat systems borrow ideas from fighting games, with timing, combos, and positioning playing a major role. The structure supports single-player progression with loot, weapon customization, and character builds, alongside planned online co-op and PvP modes.
And it faces everywhere.
Another bird falls.
us have words. 100 kingdoms could not stop what is coming.
If you do this, you shall never see rest, save to strip the dead.
So be it.
Belial, the villain. He does not come but to kill, steal, and destroy.
Hello Sunshine is a third-person survival RPG set in a ruined desert world. Players survive harsh sunlight by staying in shadows and cold nights by staying close to a giant roaming robot. Gameplay includes scavenging supplies, crafting gear, upgrading the robot, and managing heat and cold. Light-based abilities are used for defense, and player choices affect how the story moves forward.
The sun is forever.
Saros is a third-person shooter with fast combat and a roguelike structure. Players control Arjun Devraj on the alien planet Carcosa during a constant eclipse. Combat uses a shield that absorbs enemy shots and turns them into powerful attacks. Death leads to permanent upgrades, making each run improve weapons and gear over time. Areas change between runs, while story details unfold through combat and progression.
It's me, boss. Wait, how long?
Since the last time the sun died, mate.
You left us here. We've lost people. There's no way to get home, and you...
Lies! This is what it does. It gets in our heads, and it twists, and it turns. I won't break our promise. I will make everything perfect again. I know you're here, and I will find you.
Forest Reigns is a first-person shooter with survival and RPG systems in a Paris overtaken by a living forest. Players manage limited resources, craft gear, and customize weapons while dealing with realistic gun handling. The forest responds to player actions, sometimes creating threats and at other times providing assistance during fights. Story progress changes based on choices and faction alignment, leading to different outcomes. Environmental interaction plays a major role in combat and survival. Digested is a body cam horror survival game where the goal is to escape by finding the correct extraction pod. Players move through a changing map using only a compass and a map. With no guidance, a giant snake hunts the player, reacting to noise and movement and climbing obstacles to close the distance. Each run randomizes key locations and tools, including decoys and speed boosts found at navigation points. Survival depends on staying quiet, choosing routes carefully, and using limited tools at the right time.
He's here. It's him. It's Gabrielle.
Screamer is a story-driven arcade racing game that mixes high-speed driving with direct combat between racers. Controls use a twin-stick setup, with one stick for steering and the other for drifting, while the ecosystem builds resources during races. These resources are spent on abilities like speed boosts, shields, strike attacks, and a powerful overdrive move to disable rivals. Races are tied to a neon futuristic setting, with anime-style story, cutscenes, and gameplay supports story races, split-screen play, and online multiplayer.
Ritsuko も言いたいことある? Ritsuko?
A Screamer tournament is about to be announced, held by a Mr. A. Consider this your personal invitation.
Burn alive, you piece of shit!
Most people think time is like a river that flows swift and sure.
Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time Remake revisits the original action-adventure with updated visuals, smoother controls, and modern animation. Gameplay keeps the classic level layout while improving parkour movement, camera control, and sword combat. Time-based mechanics return, allowing players to rewind mistakes and solve puzzles during traversal and fights. The story stays close to the original, with re-recorded dialogue and updated cutscenes to support the narrative flow.
No!
I saw my father turn to sand.
You cannot defeat this enemy. The sands will consume everything.
Come with me then. But I warn you, I move pretty fast. You'd better keep up.
Prince! The dagger! It can turn back time!
Give me the dagger! Never!
I brought this on us.
You are brave and good.
Don't let go!
Backward looking.
No, that's not what happened.
M.O.Z.I is a first-person shooter with survival, horror, and tower defense systems. Players fight mutants and alien threats while collecting food, power, and parts to stay alive. Gameplay mixes on-foot shooting with moments where turrets and defenses are placed to protect a transport during stops. The setting shows a ruined planet damaged by radiation, with danger present at all times. Progress involves escorting cargo toward a human settlement while uncovering details tied to the player character.
What if we paint the Ark turquoise?
There's a dead chef in the kitchen.
Can we use it?
No. He has lost his hand somewhere.
Damn, where?
He cooked it with vegetables. I don't know, Alan. There's no hand.
Windrose is a pirate survival action game built around crafting, base building, and close-range combat. Players start stranded and work toward commanding ships and managing a crew. Gameplay moves smoothly between naval battles with cannons and boarding and on-foot fighting on islands. Progress includes building shelters, crafting gear, upgrading ships, and facing enemy forces and bosses. M.O.Z.I places the player in control of a girl trapped in a mental labyrinth, while 4 different souls fight to control her body. Control shifts between these souls without warning, changing movement, actions, and how danger appears. Each soul alters vision and behavior based on its trauma, forcing constant adjustment. Progress comes from navigating the maze, collecting memory fragments, and speaking with the souls. Players must decide which soul remains, with permanent choices shaping how the story ends. Soul Shogunate is a third-person action RPG where players control Yuzuki, a cyborg ronin in futuristic moon cities. Combat focuses on fast sword fighting with elemental abilities and close-range attacks. Movement uses tools like grappling hooks and jetpacks for vertical areas. Progress includes upgrading weapons, using cyber skills, and fighting large bosses tied to the ruling shogunate.
私を打ち砕こうとした石は決意の刃を研ぎ澄ませたに過ぎない。因縁の大事が叶う時、この空が赤く染まろう。無残なに叫んで汚れた膝を抱えてる。それでもそんな今日は手にしたくないから。行かなきゃやらなきゃしわくちゃの顔のままで生きるよ。あなたがいないこんな世界を愛せるようにくだらない。
Out of Words is a 2-player co-op platform game made with handcrafted stop-motion visuals. Players control Kurt and Carla, who have lost their voices and must work together to move forward. Gameplay relies on shared movement, timing, and physics-based puzzles that require constant cooperation. Progress comes from solving challenges together while their relationship changes during the journey. The game supports both online and local co-op play.
Yes, children, I have a feeling. It's a feeling of destiny. Follow me, Naomi and Bagboy. Destiny awaits!
GRIME 2 is a 2D action platformer where players gain power by absorbing enemies and stealing their forms. These absorbed abilities are used for combat, movement, and solving environmental challenges. Fighting includes parrying and grasping attacks to recover health and energy. The world is larger than before, with many bosses and different paths to grow stronger. Weapons, items, and builds allow different playstyles without heavy punishment after death. The Florist is a classic-style survival horror game, set in the quiet lakeside town of Joycliff. Players control Jessica Park, a florist caught in a deadly outbreak where plant growth turns people into hostile creatures. Gameplay uses fixed camera angles, puzzle solving, and combat against plant-based enemies. The town changes from day to night, altering threats and encounters. An unlimited inventory and modern autosave systems support smoother progression.
Masz. Wstrętna, wniąca się i oślizgła masz.
Holstin is a survival horror game set in a small Polish town in the early 1990s. Players control M.O.Z.I while searching for a missing friend during a strange outbreak. Gameplay switches between a top-down view for exploration and a third-person view for combat. Survival relies on limited ammo, puzzle solving, and careful movement through dangerous areas.
Wiesz, jak pogrywać ze szkodnikami, świeżak? O, widzę, że nie z byle kim skacze.
Krewka, czy zrobię jazdę próbną? Tam jest fajna trasa.
Proszę tego nie robić.
Już kurwa mać, daj kobiecie trochę prywatności.
Cholera jasna, proszę pani!
Przemyśl to. Może będziesz tego żałował.
Hey, you up?
Cairn is a survival climbing game where players control Ava while scaling the massive Mount Kami. Climbing uses manual control of hands and feet, with stamina playing a major role. Players must manage food, water, and gear while planning safe routes up the mountain. The mountain itself is the main threat, with small mistakes leading to dangerous falls. Progress comes from careful movement, preparation, and endurance.
Brutals don't just cause pain to those who fall in battle.
The Relic the First Guardian is an action RPG set in the ruined land of Arsiltis, where players act as a guardian restoring what was lost. Progress comes from collecting relic fragments and uncovering stories left behind in the world. Combat follows a Souls-like style with skill-based fights and weapons that have unique abilities. There are no character levels, with growth tied to runes, items, and crafting instead. The focus stays on exploration, tough bosses, and piecing together forgotten lore.
Listen to their stories. Help them find what they need. Because you were the first guardian.
Guys, that's her! That bitch with the spine!
Hello there.
Spine is a third-person action game built around fast gun FU combat. Players control Redline, who fights using close-range martial arts mixed with smooth pistol shooting. Combat allows dodging, disarming enemies, and using the environment during fights. The story takes place in a cyberpunk city ruled by a powerful corporation as Redline searches for her captured brother. Boss fights use unique mechanics that test timing and movement.
Amateurs.
Luna Abyss is set inside a massive ruined structure beneath the moon. Players control Fox, a prisoner sent to recover lost technology, while an AI named Aelin watches every move. Gameplay mixes fast movement, like running and dashing, with heavy bullet hell combat. Survival depends on constant movement, timing, and smart weapon use, as the story reveals what happened to a lost colony.